Now let's discuss some questions related to fractional problem. So welcome back students again for the discussion of questions from simultaneous linear equations which involve fraction, like this question number 5 in our sheet. A fraction becomes 4 by 5, sorry, it is not 4/5, 4 by 5 if 1 is added to both the numerator and denominator. In these types of question, you have to assume numerator and denominator first of all. Let's assume that numerator, first assume numerator be x and denominator. Whenever you are given a question involving fraction, so first of all assume numerator x, denominator y, and one more line will be there, fraction, or in place of fraction you must write original fraction, about which the conditions are given in the question is numerator upon denominator, that is x by y. Then use case 1. It is written that a fraction becomes 4 by 5 if 1 is added to both the numerator and denominator. So write the new fraction. It is clearly written that 1 is added to the numerator, so the numerator becomes x plus 1. 1 is added to the denominator, so the denominator becomes y plus 1. And the new number according to question becomes 4 by 5. Hence, x plus 1, according to us, the new fraction is x plus 1 upon y plus 1. Remember, according to us, the new fraction is x plus 1 upon y plus 1. When 1 is added to both numerator and the denominator. And according to question, the new fraction is 4 by 5. So we compare them. And then cross multiply to get the equation, linear equation, simultaneous linear equation. 5 ones are 5 equals to 4y is a 4y plus 4. It implies 5x minus 4y equals to 4 minus 5. It implies 5x minus 4y equals to minus 1, which is equation number 1. So now similarly we will form the second equation using the second condition given in the question. So again it is given that the fraction becomes 1 by 2 again if 5 is subtracted from both numerator and denominator. So case 2, in this case, what will be the new fraction? If 5 is subtracted from the numerator, the original numerator is x. Don't read about the case 1 when you are doing case 2. It is not related to case 1 at all. It is related to the original fraction only. So according to question, new fraction is when numerator is decreased by 5, numerator becomes x minus 5. And denominator is also decreased by 5. The denominator becomes y minus 5. It is written that the fraction becomes 1 by 2 if 5 is subtracted from both numerator and the denominator. So it becomes x minus 5 upon y minus 5. And according to question, the fraction is then 1 by 2. So we write x minus 5 upon y minus 5 equals to 1 by 2. And when we cross multiply, 2 into x minus 5 equals to y minus 5. It implies 2x minus 10 equals to y minus 5. It implies 2x minus y equals to 10 is transferred to right hand side, 10 minus 5. So 2x minus y equals to 10 minus 5, y 5, which is equation number 2. And first we write the equation number 1 also, 5x minus 4y equals to 1. Now you can solve it with any method which has been discussed before this in the sessions of simultaneous linear equations. So if we use the elimination method, we must multiply this equation number 2 by 4. So we write it clearly, multiplying equation number 2 by 4. Don't start multiplying without writing. So 8x minus 4y equals to 5 4 are 20 and write it as equation number 3. Then write equation number 2 below it, 5x minus 4y equals to 1 and write its reason also. X minus y equals y, it is 5x minus 4y equals to minus 1 actually. So when you subtract it, minus, plus, and plus will be there. So we write subtracting 3, subtracting 2 from 3. Reason is compulsory to write 8x minus 5x, 3x minus 4y plus 4y cancelled out. 20 plus 1, 21. It implies x equals to 21 by 3. It implies x equals to 7. And then use this value of x equals to 7 in equation number 1 or 2. Any one of the equation, we get 5x minus 4y equals to, sorry, 2x, equation to 2x minus y equals to 5. So we write 2x minus y equals to 5. 2 7s are 14 minus y equals to 5. It implies 14 minus 5 equals to y. It implies y equals to 9. So the fraction will be x by y. And then we will check the solution also. Remember, don't believe, don't be overconfident that you cannot do wrong. Even I can also do wrong. You have seen it many times. So first condition, use the first condition. If numerator, if 1 is added to both the numerator and denominator, so add 1 to both. 7 by 9, if you add 1 to both, it becomes 8 by 10. And on simplifying, it becomes 4 by 5. Okay. Then again, if 5 is subtracted from both the numerator and the denominator, so it becomes 2 by 7 minus 5, 2, 9 minus 5, 4. So 1 by 2 means our answer is correct. So the correct answer is 7 by 9. So in this type, in this way, we can solve the questions involving fractions. So continue to solve and continue to ask your doubt. Similarly, we can solve question number 6 with the same method if the numerator of a fraction is multiplied by 2 and its denominator is increased by 2. First, we write these 3 lines. These 3 lines are common from this question. Also, first read these 3 lines. First, let's assume that numerator be x, denominator be y, and original fraction be x by y. Then we use the condition numerator is multiplied by 2, so it becomes 2x, and denominator is increased by 2, so it becomes y plus 2. It becomes 6 by 7. So first condition 6 by 7 cross multiply to get the first equation. And if we multiply the denominator by 2, it is only 2, not 2v. So denominator becomes 2y and increase the numerator by 2. So the numerator becomes x plus 2. It reduces to half. Means finally it becomes half by reducing. So solve these two equations to get the value. Similarly, we can solve the questions involving fractions, other questions also involving fraction. Okay. Hope you must have understood this method of solving the questions involving fractions. Similarly, we can solve the questions involving 2 digits also. In the questions involving 2 digits, what should we do? So look at the method of the questions in which 2-digit numbers are involved, and you have to follow the instructions which I am telling you to solve these types of questions. And don't try to copy the questions, the solutions. Instead, you must practice again and again to solve the questions yourself. Like question number 8, which involve the sum of 2 digits of a 2-digit number is 8. So I am discussing this. You have to solve the questions involving 2-digit number with the same method as I am discussing this. Right. The sum of 2 digits of a 2-digit number is 8. So first of all, we assume that, let's assume that 10th digit of the number be x, and then we assume one more thing, 1st digit be y. as we know that if there is 15 is the two-digit number, then tens digit is 1 and unit digit is 5. So if you write it in expanded form, we will multiply tens digit by 10 and unit digit by 1 only and add them. 10 plus 5, it will give the result 15. So if tens digit is x and ones digit is y, means we have to write the original number of two digit also then. So the original number will become, the tens digit will be multiplied by 10 and the unit digit will be multiplied by 1. So the original number of two digit becomes 10x plus y. Original number becomes 10x plus y. So the sum of two digits of a two-digit number be 8. So now first we use case 1, sum of digits. According to question, the sum of digits be x plus y, and according to question, the sum of digit is 8. So the first equation becomes x plus y equals to 8, which is taken as equation number 1. Again, we will take case 2. Now we will first read case 2 and convert it to x and y form. So the second condition is the number obtained by interchanging the two digits. So first we write the condition when the digits are interchanged. What will be the tens digit? That which was ones digit in the previous case, that is y. And what will be the ones digit? So that which was the tens digit in the previous case, that is x. So what will be the original number? And method of forming the original number is still the same, means multiply tens digit y with 10, that is 10y, and add the ones digit to it. So 10y plus x is the new number now, and this is not the original number, this is the new number now. So the new number when digits are interchanged is 10y plus x. Don't write it directly, so follow all the steps. Now the number obtained by interchanging the two digits exceeds the given number. Number obtained by interchanging the two digits. So case 2, number obtained by changing the two digits, which we have named as new number. So number obtained by interchanging the two digits exceeds, means I have told you that whenever there is verb we use equals to sign, exceeds, and there is a plus in our mind now. The given number by 36, and the given number means the original number, and it exceeds by 36, means we write plus 36, which we have left in exceed. So new number we have obtained already, 10y plus x equals to given number is 10x plus y plus 36. So when we take them to the same side, 10y plus x minus 10x minus y equals to 36. It implies 10y minus y, 9y, x minus 10x minus 9x equals to 36. Divide whole the equation by 9. So we get y minus x equals to 4 as the equation number 2. And the first equation was y plus x equals to 8. So add them, x will be cancelled out. 2y equals to 12, means y equals to 6. So if we substitute it, so all the steps, I am doing it directly. 8 minus y, so 8 minus 6 equals to 2. So the new original number which we have to find, in the question we always have to find the original number, is 10x plus y. So the digit at 10's place is 2, digit at 1's place is 6. So the number is 20 plus 6, 26 is the answer. So if you add these two digits, it is giving 2 plus 6 equals to 8. So first condition is satisfied. And if you interchange the digits, it becomes 62. And if you subtract the first number from it, it is giving 36 as the difference. And similar thing is given in the question. So you can solve all the questions involving two-digit number with this method till question number 10. And then apply your brain to solve the others also. Otherwise, we will discuss them in next session further. So hope you all must have understood how to solve the simultaneous linear equation, how to form them. So continue to solve, continue to ask your doubt.